Welcome to Anita the Pedagogue channel. Today we continue our analysis of The Dilemma of a Ghost by Ama Ata Aidoo. Today we are looking at the Act 2. Let's look at our lesson objectives for today. We'll look at the plot development, some examples of literary devices in the Act 2, and a summary of the analysis. Okay, let's look at the plot development. So in Act 2, the two village women meet and gossip about Esikom. They discuss the benefits of childbearing and focus on the children of Esikom. Here again, we see first woman insists that childbearing is very important. They also talk about Monka, that is the daughter of Esikom, Mato's sister, of her several failed marriages despite her beauty and eloquence. They also talk about Ato assisting in supporting the rest of his siblings. First woman gives the proverb, when the left hand washes the right hand, and the right hand washed the left. This is actually an account proverb, and it means that when a person is supported or helped, that person also needs to give help and support when there is need, implying that the mother of Ato, Esikom, having spent so much to put him through his education, as he was back, should have devoted his time to also help his siblings and his mother. Again, we look at how they further condemn the marriage of Ato to his Afro-American wife, whom they refer to as a black-white woman. And this is because she is an American, speaks like an American, does things like an American, but has what? A black skin, like them. This particular scene ends with first woman performing a soliloquy. And she begins with an apostrophe. Oh, eternal Mother Nature, Queen Mother of childbirth, how was it you went past my house without a pause, without a rest? Mighty God, when shall the cry of an infant come into my ear? For the sun has journeyed far in my sky. So here we see first woman lament about the plight of a barren woman and the pain she has to go through being childless, and actually blames it on Mother Nature as being responsible for this. Again, in the next scene of Act 2, we see Olali soliloquize in the form of a voice as she thinks aloud. She thinks about her decision of coming to Africa and wonders if it is right, as she refers to herself and her husband in a biblical allusion as Joseph and Mary. She remembers her mother, who is of African descent, and what she went through to care for her and put her through school. So she makes some reference to other allusions such as Manhattan to Harlem, and she also reveals one challenge that Afro-Americans face, which has to do with accepting their black skin and not longing to have milk white skin and blonde hair. She asks how much she wished her mother was in Africa. Then she would not have to do the job she did of washing things for people. Also, it is in this scene that Uleli appeals to Ato for them to reconsider their children or on childbirth. Ato, however, insists they stick with their plan and hold on concerning having children. Now let's look at some literary devices. And there has been the use of proverbs. When the left hand washed the right and the right washed the left, meaning when a person is helped, he also has to help others. Also, it is expedient for two deers to work together, in that when something falls in one's eye, the other one will pick for him or her. So it's just showing that two heads are better than one. Again, there's been some transliteration from Akan to English, direct translation. School has not spoiled her, to imply that her education has not ruined her integrity or reputation. Also, the use of paradox, where two contradictory words have been put side by side, black, white, woman. Also, the use of apostrophe, to speak to a non-human entity as if it were human. O eternal mother nature, queen mother of childbirth. Also, the use of personification, giving inanimate objects human attributes. How was it you went past my house? Referring to nature. Again, for the sun has journeyed far in my sky. The sun cannot journey. Also, there has been the use of some allusion, some biblical allusion, the use of Mary and Joseph, and also from Manhattan to Harlem. And Harlem is a neighborhood in New York City, borough of Manhattan. So it's also an allusion to a place. Then Hiawatha and Minnehaha. And there is a song of Hiawatha, and it's actually about the adventures of an Ojibwe warrior, Hiawatha, and the tragedy of his love, Minnehaha. So in Act 2, we realize that the expectations and culture of the Fantis, that is the Akans, siblings need to support the rest of their family and siblings as others supported them. The problems African Americans face returning home, that is the rejection by their fellow Africans. In the second woman called Ulele a stranger and slave. And so these were some of the issues that caused Ama Ata Aidoo to actually write this drama for it to be performed. Because when they were coming back to their roots, it came with a lot of challenges. Also, the plight of the childless or the barren in Africa. Our second mother laments and blames nature for her predicament. Also, the problems African American women face overseas. Ulele shares their dreams of waking up one morning and hoping to find their skins milk white and their hair soft blonde. Let's do a recap of what we've done today. So we've looked at the plot of Act 2 and the literary devices, and there are some other literary lessons and English grammar lessons you might want to take a look at. And this brings us to the end of our lesson today. I do hope this lesson was useful to you. Please put in your comments and questions and I'll respond to them. Do like, share and subscribe to this channel. Until I come your way again, keep learning and be the best version of yourself.